2, 1.
7 things you probably didn't know you need to know. I'm Jamie East, and this is the Smart 7.
Good morning, everybody. It's Tuesday the 31st of May, and it's World No Tobacco Day. And a big happy birthday to Clint Eastwood, Reggie Yates, June Sarpong and Colin Farrell. Russian forces have continued to bombard the city of Severodonetsk, and now troops have entered the city where battles are ongoing. Ukrainian President Zelensky says the city's been effectively destroyed by Russian artillery and 90% of houses have been damaged. He says Russia will stop at nothing to achieve their goal.
Capturing Severodonetsk is a fundamental task for the occupying contingent, and they do not care how many lives they have to pay for this attempt.
Monday saw French journalist Frédéric Leclerc-Imhoff killed when he was hit by shrapnel while on a bus evacuating civilians from the city. There are concerns that the port city of Odessa and its grain supplies could be the next Russian target, but US President Joe Biden said he won't provide long-range missile systems to Ukraine. On Monday night, the EU agreed to ban 75% of Russian oil imports to increase pressure on Russia to stop the war. This compromise ban will see all Russian oil deliveries by sea banned, with deliveries by pipeline still allowed for now. An outright ban was prevented by Hungary, who gets 60% of their oil from Russia. Hungarian President Viktor Orban spoke before the meeting.
We agreed that there will be no any suggestion made by the Commission on energy which is not properly negotiated with the member states. And now, out of blue, we have got the idea of embargo and sanctions on oil without answering the questions which related to the Hungarian energy supply security.
Monday saw Downing Street issue a non-denial denial about another previously unreported party allegation. The latest one follows allegations of an ABBA-themed event organised by Carrie Johnson, which it appears Sue Gray chose not to investigate. Labour's Shadow Secretary of State Lisa Nandy is getting fed up with the constant drip of new party revelations.
I think what this shows for me is not that there's been another party or that there should be another investigation, much more that there is clearly a culture that the Prime Minister has presided over, where people made the rules, they broke the rules, they lied about it and they laughed about it, and they're still trying to get away with it.
Tory MPs continue to submit letters to the 1922 committee expressing no confidence in Boris Johnson's leadership. The latest to do so was former Attorney General Jeremy Wright, which brings the total to somewhere around 27, but 54 letters are required before a vote will be called. Technology and Digital Economy Minister Chris Phillips doesn't see the need for any further party investigations, though.
So having had 2 separate investigations, including by the police, over many months, it's not immediately obvious to me that we need any more investigations when this has probably been it's rightly been the most thoroughly investigated set of incidents in recent times.
The UK is currently in the midpoint of a 3-day working week, which is of course due to the Jubilee celebrations that kick off on Thursday and will stagger to a halt on Sunday evening. As part of the government's celebrations and in a post-Brexit effort to ramp up the UK's distinctive British character, there are plans to launch a new consultation on returning to imperial measures. Minister Chris Philip explained why to Times Radio.
Well, I think it's just a measure to recognise our rich cultural history with, miles and pints and inches. The point of doing a consultation is to listen to what the public have to say, and we're going to be listening.
Boris's inches are, of course, only part of the celebrations planned for the Jubilee, as Meghan and Harry return home for festivities, and the BBC premiered a new royal documentary which includes home video footage from Buckingham Palace.
Cameras have always been a part of our lives. I think there's a difference to watching a home movie when you know who it is on the other side of the lens.
And in a slightly more disturbing twist, there's a robot painting an AI portrait of the Queen.
The Queen is so beautiful, and so I enjoyed painting this portrait.
Having this algorithm Queen, this portrait, is particularly exciting simply because it really signifies that astonishing period of time that the Queen has been able to witness.
You can also hear the Smart 7's tribute with the Smarter 7 Decades of the Queen. No robots were involved, though, promise. Monday saw no progress in Northern Ireland as the newly elected Assembly met for the second time. The first order of business was to appoint a new Speaker, but the Democratic Unionist Party blocked both candidates as it continues to demand action on the Northern Ireland Protocol. Sinn Féin Vice President and First Minister in waiting Michelle O'Neill was not impressed.
Well, the DUP are punishing the public, and it's the public who are missing out. It's the public that are being held to ransom because of their actions.
She says she's not going to give up, though.
We will come back again. We will do this again because I'm not giving up. We believe in making this constitution work, and we still at this point call on the DUP to join with all the other parties who actually want to make politics work.
Still to come on the Smart 7, the Champions League row rumbles on and Johnny Depp is slinging an axe. Oh my goodness.
Right after this. Welcome back.
The row over the Champions League final continued on Monday. It comes after Liverpool fans were blocked at turnstiles and sprayed with tear gas on their way into Saturday's game in the Stade de France. The French Interior Minister Gérald Darmanin has weighed in, placing the blame on forged tickets.
There was massive fraud at an industrial level and organisation of fake tickets because the pre-filtering by the Stade de France and the French Football Federation saw that 70% of tickets were fake tickets.
That claim's been rubbished by fans and reporters, and Boris Johnson's now called for a full inquiry. Liverpool legend Sir Kenny Dalglish was backing the fans.
Well, I think the fans are totally exonerated if you read all the press reports, and I think the French authorities should be a wee bit embarrassed.
The jury in his libel trial are only back in session on Tuesday afternoon, but Johnny Depp hasn't been hanging around to see whether it's him or Amber Heard who'll have to pay out for libel. Instead, he headed for Sheffield to play live on stage with Jeff Beck on Saturday night. He even took the mic for a cover of Jimi Hendrix's Little Wing. There's a brand new series of Stephen Merchant's comedy thriller The Outlaws on the way. The show follows a group of strangers doing community service when they discover a bag of cash. It stars Stephen Merchant, Christopher Walken and Eleanor Tomlinson, and it's back on BBC One next Sunday.
Where did you get hundreds of thousands of pounds from?
A drug dealer.
I told you that it was dirty money.
You still took it though.
Not just me. You too.
We stole money from a drug dealer. Now we're going to wind up in the desert digging our own graves.
There are no deserts in England.
Well then, Minehead Beach.
This has been the Smart 7. Wherever you're listening, do us a favour and hit the follow button. We'll be back tomorrow at 7 a.m. Have a great day.
Written, produced and published by Daft Doris.